Today, we're exploring some rarely known facts that are going to completely alter how you view marine life. We're diving deep, literally, into the absolute extremes of the ocean, looking at crazy survival tactics, massive scale, and the sheer mystery of what lurks miles beneath the waves. All right, let's just dive right in. When you really look at the harsh realities of the deep ocean, it changes your perspective about the sea animals. I mean, completely. We usually picture fish darting through sunny coral reefs or dolphins jumping around, right? Well, what we're unpacking today is going to shatter all of those familiar, comfortable notions. So let's start with this number right here, 5. Now, for you and me, 5 is, 5 minutes, maybe 5 days. But in the extreme depths of the ocean, this single digit represents an unimaginable span of time an animal can go without eating. We're talking about waiting in an environment so barren that food is basically a luxury. Get a load of this. The giant isopod is a scavenger capable of surviving for 5 whole years without eating a single meal. Just think about that for a second. 5 whole years. We're used to eating, 3 times a day? But this creature has adapted to absolute scarcity because a meal drifting down from the waters above is incredibly rare. Its biology just kind of says, okay, we'll wait. Going half a decade without a single bite of food is just a stunning testament to deep sea endurance. Okay, let's shift gears from time to physical scale. We've got another number for you, 14. Now, you might be wondering exactly how much 14 meters is? Well, to put it into perspective, it's approximately 45.9318 feet. Imagine a standard school bus, or even a 4-story building, just laid out on its side. That is a massive, massive amount of physical space. And the reason that number matters is because the colossal squid can grow to a staggering maximum length of 14 meters. Let that sink in. This isn't some exaggerated myth from an old sailor's tale. This is absolute biological reality. Surviving in the deep ocean has somehow allowed, or maybe even forced, this spectacular creature to reach sizes that totally defy our everyday understanding of how big an animal can get. 6 miles below the surface. Down in these pitch-black depths, we find the Xenophyophora. Now, these are giant, one-celled organisms discovered living more than 6 miles below the ocean's surface. Let's break that down because it's actually mind-bending. When we think of a one-celled organism, we usually picture some microscopic amoeba you need a lab microscope to see, right? But the Xenophyophora are giant. They're single cells that have grown to a massive, visible size in literally the most unforgiving environment on Earth. It's wild. And this trend of getting huge isn't a fluke. When you compare deep-sea crustaceans with their shallow-water relatives, the contrast is absolutely striking. The shallow-water guys stay pretty small, adapting to warm, easy environments. But the extreme cold of the deep ocean triggers something entirely different. The environment dictates their biology, forcing them to grow much, much larger just to survive the freezing temperatures. A perfect example of this is the Supergiant Amphipod. This is a deep-sea crustacean that grows many times larger than its shallow-water relatives, strictly to survive the cold. While a regular amphipod near your local beach might be the size of a tiny little insect, this supergiant version has scaled up dramatically. It's a direct biological response to the freezing, isolated depths of the ocean. The deep sea just completely rewrites the rules of physical scale. Honestly, these are true extremes of nature. And now, these are things people rarely know about them. I mean, we've talked about a scavenger fasting for half a decade, a squid the size of a building, and giant single cells hanging out 6 miles deep. You definitely don't learn these extreme deep ocean truths in a basic biology class. So did any of these shock you and stop your mind? From the colossal squid to the giant isopod's crazy 5-year fast, the ocean is just packed with wonders that challenge everything we think we know. If any things shock you and stops your mind, then let us know in the comments. We genuinely hope to make further explainers exploring all of this. But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final thought. If we've already found giant single cells 6 miles down, what completely unimaginable extremes are still waiting for us down there in the dark? Keep learning, keep questioning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.